loves, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're getting into a comparison review of my Louis Vuitton Capucines in the MM size and my Chanel Coco handle in the medium size. The Coco handle got a recent price increase in January. These are getting closer in price range, and I've been getting questions in my DMs as to which bag is more worth it. Both bags have pros and cons, which I am going to go through later, but I wanted to give a good in-depth comparison review in case you're deciding between these two styles. By the way, if you're new here, hi, my name is Morgan. I make videos about luxury handbags, fashion, and lifestyle, so if that's your thing, please subscribe and turn on notifications. I upload twice a week and I would love to have you here. I'm going to go through the features of each bag, what fits inside, the pros and cons to each style, my buying advice, and mod shots. So let's get into it. Start with the Coco handle. I do have several reviews of this bag on my channel. I have one comparing this one to the small size. I also have my unboxing and my 1-year update. I will have these linked in the description. This one is in caviar leather. It has your turn lock closure. Back you have this pocket. This is a lizard embossed handle. The bottom you do not have the quilting, but you have the 4 feet. If you open it up here, it has the zipper pocket in the middle. This is how you can tell this is the medium. Once you get to this size, it has a zipper pocket. The small has a slip pocket here. In the back, they also have a zipper pocket as well. And you have 2 pockets in the front and a lipstick pocket in the middle. This one is lined in canvas, but the newer models are lined in leather. Since this is the older model, it does have the inside stitching. Now it has where you can see the stitching on the outside of the flap. There are a few differences if you do go for the brand new one in store today. Also comes with a detachable shoulder strap that has a leather pad at the top. You clip the strap here just on these rings. Is the bag with the strap. I will get into the modeling shot so you can see how it looks on later, but those are pretty much the features of this bag. Since the sizings are a little bit confusing, I do have a measuring tape. Measure it from seam to seam of this base piece here. It's 28 centimeters long. My Louis Vuitton Capucines in the MM size. The color Arizona is a more recent addition to my collection. It was my birthday gift just in October, so I haven't had it that long. I'll link that unboxing up here if you want to check that out. Also has the top handle style. It has this kind of seam here. This is raised up on top of the handle. I always wrap this in a twilly so I don't find this uncomfortable. If you really squeeze your bag, you can feel it, but if you're just holding your bag, you really don't feel this seam at all. It has these beautiful detailed rings on the side and the hardware where you can attach the strap. On the front you have the LV logo. On the back there is nothing there. The bottom is a flat bottom with 4 feet. This is also in a grained leather. If this flap over time, it will relax and you can wear it in the front. It'll look more like this. Since mine is newer and I haven't used it a whole lot yet, it still sticks out at the front. So that's something to keep in mind if you buy this bag. It is meant to relax a little bit. There are some things you can do to help prevent it relaxing too much, because you see a lot of these pre-loved that are quite saggy. But I think if you store this properly, you're not really gonna have huge issues with this unless you just really use and abuse the bag. It comes with a very thick shoulder strap that is not adjustable. On the inside you have this little lip here. That's where you tuck in this flap if you put it on the inside. You have a zipper pocket in the back. You have this kind of closure here if you want to have that. I don't think I really use it that much. Maybe I should be using it. This divider in the middle is not a pocket. It just divides the 2 sides of the bag. This bag is fully leather lined. This is one I definitely recommend getting an insert for as well. I ordered one and I ordered the wrong size. Apparently there's a new MM and an old MM. I don't really know. So I'm just gonna measure the bottom for you so you know the size of this one. Bottom of this bag measures just over 31 centimeters. Now let's get into some of the pros and cons of each style. One of the biggest cons to the Coco handle is that it is very hard to get your hands on new, and they go for more money on the pre-loved market. So this option is definitely the more difficult option to get. Big pro to this bag is that it's still several $1,000s less than a medium classic flap. It holds a lot more. You have your typical Chanel elements that make it very classic in style. I think it's actually a really good value from Chanel. Another pro to this bag, but it's not really a pro anymore if you're gonna get a new one, is that it's lined in canvas. I really prefer my larger bags especially to be lined in canvas. I think it helps with the weight. I don't know, I'm more paranoid about a leather lining. It shows a lot more scratches, and you pretty much have to get an insert for it if you want it to look nice. So I guess it actually is a con for both bags now, because if you are going to go for a new style, it is leather lined. One big pro to this bag is that it has so much organization. You have a back pocket, you have a middle pocket, you have these pockets here. It definitely has better organization built into the bag versus the Capucines bag. Con to this bag is that you do have to be careful about sagging as well. If you take care of this bag, like mine pretty much still looks new, you have a little bit of a dip here. That is going to happen. With both of these styles, you are going to get a little bit of a dip. You have to come to terms with that. That's how the bags are made, but there are things you can do to help prevent that. You can get a base shaper, link an Etsy store that I use. You can also get an insert for the bag, but I genuinely feel you should do the base shaper and then the insert for protecting the leather, because I find that inserts don't really reinforce the structure of these bags. Getting a base shaper really helps, but also don't store all of your junk in here like every night. Once you come home, have a place to dump the contents of your purse and store this properly stuffed, so it keeps its shape over time. Both of these are bags that you really need to maintain the bag properly if you want the shape to remain perfect like this. So it does take a little bit of effort, and that's kind of a con to both of them. Another big pro to this bag is that it's in a really good grained leather. I have had no issues with the leather on any of my Coco handles. They're quite a well-made bag for Chanel. I also find that the style is quite a pro for me personally, because I find this to be a very feminine, almost like a vintage classic looking style. It goes very well with more feminine dresses and more feminine looks. For me, that's a pro. Maybe it's not a pro for everyone, but I think that this really adds to that style. And another pro that I really like on this bag is the back pocket, just for little things, you know, like for your mask, for your car key, anything that you just have in your hand that you just need a place to put it for a second. This is great for that. And into the pros and cons of the Capucines, one big pro to this is just the sheer size of it. Like, I love a big everyday bag. I'm getting more into that. And this really holds everything. And because you have this versatility of the flap, you can fit a water bottle in here. You could fit one laying down in the Coco handle, but I probably wouldn't do that. You can actually fit one like standing up in this bag. So this is a proper everyday work bag. You can get a tablet in here. This offers a lot more versatility if you're looking for that more like everyday work style bag. A big con to this though can be the sagging. If you see the bigger sizes of the Capucines pre-loved, they're usually in banged up shape. They look horrible. And I think this is for a few reasons. One, it needs a base shaper. The shop that I link below, they don't have this size standard, but they can do custom orders for the bag. So I am placing an order to get mine. That's why I haven't used mine a whole lot, because I don't want to get any sagging before I get these like preventative items to put inside the bag. But it is possible, and I really think that that's going to help over time. Another thing is that when you store this, you should not store this with anything inside. Stuff out the corners, but make sure they're not overstuffed. This leather is made to relax over time. It is part of the bag that you will see this fall down a little bit. If you even look at this flap, see how it sticks out like this. When you see these pre-loved, this fully falls down. This is very similar to the Fendi Peekaboo. It's just part of the style that you have to get used to. When you have a large leather bag of this size, it's never going to look store perfect for life if you actually use the bag. But taking better care of it can really help prolong how good it looks and for how long. A big pro to this bag is how large this back pocket is. You can actually put away like your passport. You can even fold up documents and put them in there. It's like a secret hideaway pocket. Like, it's a really useful big pocket. Whereas the Coco handle one is a bit smaller. You fit a good amount of items in there, but not like this pocket. This is a great pocket. Also, it's a con because this middle section is like, there's nothing there. The only organization you have in this bag is that back pocket. Definitely think also, because it's leather lined, if you don't go for an insert that just protects the lining, you're gonna get a lot of scratches in this. So it's worth getting that insert just to protect it. And a lot of inserts do come with pockets, so that will also help you with the organization of this bag. Another pro to this is the leather. It has that like new car smell that when you know it's like a really, really good quality leather, it gets that smell to it. Since I've posted this, a lot of people have written and said that this leather is more comparable to a Togo Birkin leather. Now, I cannot compare because I don't own that bag. Will say between this and the Coco handle, this leather is far superior. It feels more lush. You know when you just touch leathers, you can feel the difference, you can smell the difference. More con to this bag though is nothing on the back side. There's no pocket to hold your little bits and bobs. And I really like a back pocket on a bag, but I'm not too mad about it in this bag because this is so easy to get in and out of. A lot of the times you can just like pull this back, pop something in there. If it's something small like a key, you can drop it down into the side of this bag. Back pocket not being there is a little annoying, but it's kind of a workaround as well, having the ease of getting in and out of this bag. Another big con to this bag is that the shoulder strap is not adjustable. You definitely want to go and try this on. Make sure you like the shoulder strap, and it is necessary. Even though I carry the bag like this, I've learned my lesson that I need to take the shoulder strap with me because this bag does get heavy after some time. So now let's get into my buying advice for both of these bags. Starting with the Coco handle, 100% try to get this new in store. I generally go for more on the pre-love market and quite significantly in most colors. Just ordered with my personal shopper the 22p blue Coco handle in this size, and it's worth paying that 10% that they charge. Considering that 10%, a lot of these bags go above 10% above retail on the pre-love market. They're really hard to get your hands on. Sometimes a personal shopper is just the easier way to go for this bag. I would recommend if you can get it new, or if you can't, go through a personal shopper to get it new from store that way. For the Louis Vuitton Capucines, my buying advice varies just a little bit. It really depends on what you're going for in this bag. They have limited edition ones, and they have certain colors, even like this one, that it's better to buy in store because you either don't come across them on the pre-love market because they were so limited, or they keep their value. But I would say if you're going for any smaller size in this bag, there's so many more varieties of colors and styles in the smaller sizes that they don't hold their value pre-loved, and definitely for those sizes, you should go pre-loved for the bag. I think with the bigger sizes, when you try to look pre-loved, you can get a deal, but they're usually in quite bad shape. So if you're one who wants to start from new and you know you care for your bags and you can keep up the shape a lot better than what you're finding pre-loved, it is worth it to go new. Generally, if you just want a Capucines, you can find a deal pre-loved if you're not particular. And to compare the prices of these two bags, the current retail price for this medium-sized Coco handle is $5,500 US plus tax. This exact color and style on the Louis Vuitton US website, it's $6,100 plus tax. So they're actually not too far apart in price now. There's only about a $600 difference. Okay, so I have packed this like pretty full, and I had to like think of items. So I'll just show you how it looks inside, and then we'll take all of these out and see how many I can fit into my Coco handle. So I have a full-size sunglass case with my sunglasses in it. I've got a moleskin notebook. I think this is the standard like size for moleskin. The mini pochette with like bits and bobs and makeup things and stuff like that in it. A Tangle Teezer hairbrush, a granola bar, a reusable bag which just fell apart as I pulled it out, my zippy wallet, a lipstick which I typically keep in the mini pochette, but I left it out because there's that lipstick pocket in the Chanel, and a pack of tissues. And in the back zipper pocket, I just put my car key and a mask and Listerine strips. I just realized I didn't put my phone. It would have fit across the top. We'll just start with the phone in the next bag. Start with a Coco handle, put in my car key, Listerine strips, and mask in the front pockets. My phone in there, the mini pochette with all of the little bits, lipstick, my wallet. So let's see, we've got the reusable bag, got the hairbrush, a granola bar. And to fit the sunglasses in this one, you've got to put them in like a cloth pouch. So just imagine these are in a cloth pouch, reusable bag, and the notebook can fit in here, but with all of this other stuff, it's a squeeze, so you would need to sacrifice some other things in here to fit the notebook. So this is what it looks all packed out. Again, just imagine these are in like a soft cloth, but here is everything that fits in the Coco handle. And let's just close it. That is what fits inside if you want to close it comfortably. Now let's see how these bags look on. For reference, I am 5'6" tall and I wear a size US 6, UK 10. Both bags can of course be worn on the crook of the arm. They can also be both worn on the shoulder. Crossbody is not happening for the Louis Vuitton MM. I mean, you can do it with a Coco handle, but it really is uncomfortable and doesn't really work unless you use a chain extender. Both of these bags, you could get shoulder straps that are additional where you can wear them crossbody. So I'll also show you here where I put pearl extenders. This is how the Louis Vuitton looks crossbody. Here's the Coco handle crossbody. I think it works better on the smaller size Coco handle. Bags are really not quite designed to be crossbody bags. Both of them I think look beautiful on. They pull together a look. I just love that they do have versatility in removing the strap or wearing on the arm. It's really up to you how you like to wear your bag with these two. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video comparison was really helpful and informative. If it was, please give it a like. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about the two bags. I'll be happy to answer them there. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok to see how I style my bags, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!